Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to the channel, where we delve deep into the heart of the British monarchy, examining the triumphs, the tragedies, and the relentless pressure faced by those who wear the crown. Today, we confront a deeply worrying situation concerning His Majesty King Charles III. Royal fans and observers around the globe have been holding their collective breath, following reports that the King's personal physicians have issued urgent and serious advice regarding his health, which, sources suggest, is showing deeply alarming signs of strain. The weight of the crown is a metaphor often used, but for King Charles, this weight has become a palpable, physical burden, compounded by a series of back-to-back heartbreaks that have ravaged the stability of his family life just as he grapples with a serious personal health crisis. Before we unpack the detailed findings and the nature of the medical intervention, if you appreciate these in-depth royal updates, please do remember to gently tap that like button and subscribe, ensuring you never miss our next investigation into the inner workings of the House of Windsor. The narrative surrounding King Charles's reign has been one defined by unexpected challenges. From the seismic shock of Prince Harry's withdrawal from frontline duties, a departure that has left deep, visible cracks in the familial foundation, to the persistent and shameful scandals surrounding his younger brother, Prince Andrew, the monarch has been forced to navigate an unrelenting stream of crises. Insiders now confirm that these emotional and institutional pressures have taken a profound and measurable toll on his physical well-being. According to a detailed report published by Radar Online, the sovereign is currently operating under a state of serious, sustained stress. This psychological and emotional strain is particularly acute following the spectacular and humiliating fall from grace experienced by Prince Andrew. The Duke of York's actions and the subsequent public fallout have, according to sources close to the palace, overshadowed and effectively sidelined the dedicated, good work being carried out by the monarchy as a whole. Imagine, if you will, the immense responsibility of leading an ancient institution while simultaneously undergoing demanding treatment for cancer. Now layer upon that the public relations nightmare and the deep personal disappointment caused by one's own sibling. The cumulative effect, sources reveal, is devastating. One source, speaking with candid honesty about the atmosphere within the palace walls, shared a truly illuminating perspective on the king's current state of mind. They conveyed that the king is utterly worn down by it. Just when he thinks the matter has settled, another revelation surfaces. It's placing enormous strain on him. This description paints a picture not of a powerful monarch impervious to problems, but of a man exhausted by the relentless, cyclical nature of family chaos that spills out onto the global stage. It is crucial to remember the context of the king's current medical situation. His Majesty is making every conceivable effort to focus diligently on his recovery from cancer. This requires quietude, rest, and a focused effort to rebuild strength. Yet simultaneously, he is determined to uphold his constitutional duties, maintaining a schedule of essential royal engagements that demonstrate stability and continuity to the nation and the Commonwealth. This tightrope walk between personal health and public duty is being severely compromised, as an insider sorrowfully claimed that the constant stress is really affecting his health. The saga of Prince Andrew, in particular, represents a scar on the institution that refuses to heal completely. The necessity of stripping Andrew of his official titles and effectively removing him from public life was a painful but necessary institutional decision made by the monarch. Since that consequential title drop, King Charles has made several key public appearances. These moments required him to project an image of stoic confidence, leadership, and emotional fortitude, a brave face for the cameras and the public eye. But beneath that veneer of royal composure, the underlying pressure, the relentless, grinding weight of scandal, never truly ceases. The most concerning revelation, and the one that prompted the sudden surge of anxiety among royal followers, pertains directly to the medical advice received by the king. The comprehensive report definitively revealed that doctors have advised him to keep stress to a minimum, yet that's impossible when these scandals keep flaring up. This medical mandate is, quite literally, impossible to fulfill, given the nature of the sovereign's unique position. He cannot simply resign from his family or halt the global media's interest in the actions of his relatives. The medical community is unequivocal. For any individual battling cancer, minimizing stress is paramount, as chronic anxiety and emotional distress can severely compromise the immune system and the body's ability to heal and recover from demanding treatments. The deep-seated fears held by King Charles's loved ones and his personal aides are now reaching a critical point. They are deeply concerned that the perpetual, intense scrutiny and the ongoing emotional distress could seriously hinder his recovery. It is a tragedy of almost Shakespearean proportions. Here is a man, the sovereign, Prince William's father, who is fighting a profound, life-altering battle against a devastating disease, while simultaneously being forced to witness his immediate family appearing to fall apart piece by agonizing piece. The combination of personal illness and institutional turmoil has left the king reportedly devastated. The stress is not just about institutional image, it is deeply personal. The rift with Prince Harry and the necessary exclusion of Prince Andrew represent profound losses and failures within the family unit itself. The burden of attempting to shepherd a fractured family through this period of intense scrutiny, all while undergoing rigorous medical treatment, is a cross the king must bear alone. The source provides a heartbreaking glimpse into the monarch's private anguish, a moment of stark vulnerability rarely associated with the powerful figurehead of the Commonwealth. They stated that, privately, he's admitted it feels like it could destroy him if it carries on. This powerful admission suggests a level of fatigue and emotional depletion that transcends mere frustration. It speaks to a deep, existential fear regarding his capacity to endure this relentless storm. To fully grasp the magnitude of this situation, we must consider the nature of the scandals themselves. Prince Andrew's removal from public life was intended to draw a line under a deeply damaging chapter. However, the residual public anger and the constant media attention mean that the issue remains a festering wound. Every discussion about the future of the monarchy, every public appearance by a senior royal, is conducted under the shadow of Andrew's ongoing controversies, diverting attention and goodwill away from the king's dedicated service. Then there is the ongoing complex emotional pain emanating from across the Atlantic, courtesy of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. While Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have carved out a new life for themselves, the public commentary, the interviews, and the occasional explosive revelation continue to impact the royal family's cohesion. For a father, the estrangement from a son, particularly under such public and acrimonious terms, is a source of chronic, heavy grief. A grief that, combined with the other pressures, undermines the very medical requirements necessary for his recovery. The doctor's advice to drastically reduce stress is simple in theory, but ludicrously complex in practice for a reigning monarch. The king cannot simply delegate the responsibility for his family's crises. He is the ultimate decision-maker, the figurehead upon whom all institutional stability rests. When the foundations are shaking due to internal strife, the weight falls disproportionately on his shoulders. The aides and loved ones who surround the king are now in a precarious position. They must balance the demands of the monarchy, the constitutional necessity for the king to be seen to be working, with the urgent, life-preserving need for him to rest and recover in peace. Every public engagement, every signed document, and every meeting with the Prime Minister becomes a calculated risk, a gamble against his medical prognosis. The fear is palpable that the demands of the institution he serves and the behavior of the family he loves could actively compromise his ability to win his fight against cancer. The situation forces us to reflect on the very human cost of kingship in the modern era. King Charles III is not merely a symbol. He is a 75-year-old man undergoing intensive treatment. He is grappling with the public disintegration of his family legacy while facing his own mortality. The constant requirement to project strength and stability, even when privately admitting that the pressure feels like it could destroy him, is a testament to his dedication, but also a siren call regarding the danger he is currently facing. The source from Radar Online underscores the sense of exhaustion and resignation felt by the king. The weariness of perpetual crisis management is evident. When one scandal is addressed, another immediately takes its place, creating an endless cycle of public relations firefighting that prevents the king from achieving the quiet focus required for true healing. We must also consider the role of Prince William in this equation. As the heir apparent, he is stepping up to shoulder more responsibility, offering vital support to his father. But even William, dealing with his own family challenges and the recent health issues concerning the Princess of Wales, is stretched thin. The king, therefore, cannot entirely offload the emotional burden of the family's disintegration. He remains the patriarch, the man whose primary hope must be to see his family reconciled and his legacy secured. That hope, however, is being tested daily by the unrelenting stress. In conclusion, the reports emanating from those closest to King Charles III paint a deeply troubling picture. The urgent medical advice to minimize stress stands in direct, agonizing opposition to the reality of his life as a monarch, simultaneously battling family crises, specifically the ongoing shadow cast by Prince Andrew and the persistent heartbreak over Prince Harry's departure, while undergoing cancer recovery. The fear among his personal aides is entirely understandable, that this constant, debilitating scrutiny and emotional turmoil could indeed seriously impede his path back to full health. This situation is a stark reminder of the immense personal sacrifices required of those who serve the crown, especially when personal tragedy intersects with public duty. What are your thoughts on this truly unprecedented period of stress and turmoil within the British royal family? Do you believe the king can successfully insulate himself from these crises to prioritize his health? Or is the reality of being a modern monarch simply incompatible with the peace required for recovery? Please share your respectful opinions and insights in the comments section below. Your engagement helps us continue to bring you these detailed stories. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more comprehensive royal coverage, and join us next time as we continue to track these crucial developments. Thank you for watching, and take care.